Hi, welcome to Be Love Designs, where every stitch makes a statement. My name is Ronnie, and I'm going to teach you how to do a binding stitch on all four sides. If you're new to needlepoint, you're probably asking, what is a binding stitch and why do I need to do it on all four sides? Well, I'm going to show you. Let's get started. So a binding stitch you'll find on the edges of projects that receive a lot of wear and tear. Things like belts, key fobs, bag straps, for example. And if we zoom in, you can see how it's a little raised. It has a beautiful herringbone pattern. And again, it's designed to protect this piece from long-term wear and tear. I highly recommend that you do a binding stitch on all four sides for all of the Be Love Designs key fobs. It's a must. And I also recommend it for the bracelets, though it's not necessary. I just like it for the durability, the wearability, and the ease of creating that bracelet. But at the end of the day, key fobs, you must have them. On the Be Love Designs themselves, I do accommodate for the binding stitch in an alternating color. And again, you'll find that on most of the key fobs. You do not see that on all of the bracelets. So for example, something like this that you would receive a canvas for the bracelet, you would have to note that you would have to reserve 2 of these rows to complete the binding stitch for this, okay? So we're going to do this tutorial using this design here. I'm going to start on this edge so that we can easily round this corner. But before we begin, we need to secure our thread. And in this version, I am using this bright green thread just for the ease of taping. Just might be better and easier to see it this way. So we start by securing our thread in the back. And for those of you who normally do a binding stitch, if you're not new to needlepoint, you know this, typically you would start in this little corner here to do the binding stitch and just bind just that edge. But because we're doing it on all four sides, we're going to come out to the very edge here. So we're going to take our first stitch with this hole. Just show you now. Don't pull out your thread. So we're going to skip this hole. We're going to come down one and we're going to go over one. Let's take that stitch. I'm going to repeat that. So I'm going to come next to it. I'm going to skip this hole here. I'm going to come down one and I'm going to go over one. That's the only time you're going to do these stitches is when you start. The next is going to be the binding stitch, which we start by going into the next hole. And now we're going to fold our canvas. You're like, oh my God, we're folding our canvas. We are. We're going to fold our canvas. And as you can see, there's an entire row here that we're going to kind of ignore. And we're going to stitch into these holes here. Now for our first stitch on this side, what we're going to do, I'm going to try and keep my thread out of the way. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, and we're going to enter into this hole. We're going to skip that center hole. We're going to come out on the back side. You see that? Okay. Now we're coming back onto the front. We're going to go to the next free hole, which is right here. We're going to insert our needle. We're going to skip that center hole and we're coming in to the back side. We're going to count again. 1, 2, 3. We're going to insert our needle into the hole where we just counted, skipping that section and then coming into the back. We're going to do it again. We're going to go to the next free hole, skipping that center hole, and coming in to the back side. Moving this forward again. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. Come into that back side. Go to the next free hole, skipping that center one, coming into the back side, forward. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3. Going into that hole, coming to that back side, coming into that next free hole, skipping that hole, coming into the back side. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. Now, if I open this up for you, you'll start to see that beautiful herringbone pattern start. I'm going to go ahead and speed up, and I'm going to meet you over here. Okay? Let's keep moving. Okay, we've been skipping ahead, and we're now coming up towards the end. Let's do this together. We're coming into the next free hole, skipping the center one, heading straight to the back, counting 1, 2, 3. Next free hole, skipping the center, heading to the back, counting 1, 2, 3. Next free hole, skipping the center, heading to the back, go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we're coming up into the last hole, okay? Same thing, gonna go ahead in, skipping that center hole, going straight to the back, and we're gonna count 1, 2, 3. And when we come out, look where we end up, right in that corner again, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn her around. It's that pretty herringbone pattern. Now we're gonna turn her around, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna press that canvas down. We're gonna come forward, and we're gonna count 1, 2, 3. Gonna insert in. Oh, be careful. You wanna skip that center hole and come out the second one like I just did there. Now we're going to go into the next free hole, which is right here. Skipping the center, coming into the back. Now this one might get a little tight because you got to go through a lot of fabric. You're going to go through 1, 2, 3. You're going to count it out and push your needle in. That's where it should look. Let's see, a little too much, a little too far. That looks good about right there. Good, push her through. Come into the next free hole, skipping the center one, go into that back side, and off you go, counting 1, 2, 3. Okay, through the magic of editing, I've jumped ahead a little bit so I can show you, we're coming to the end of our thread, how to get more threads to start and stop this project. So I'm going to open this up to show you. I'm about to cross over into the next free hole like we normally would. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go into the next free hole, but instead of traveling through to the back, what I'm gonna do instead is just travel straight down into the canvas, okay? So we're gonna make that stitch, and then we're gonna flip her over, and we're gonna secure our thread in the back, okay? Do that by running thread through. And let's go ahead and snip this off. Okay, so I've picked up some more thread, and I'm going to start by anchoring it right here, right where I left off before. Don't pull her all the way through. And I actually like to do one more little anchor, particularly when I'm doing on this binding stitch, okay? Flip this bad boy over, and we're going to come up in the hole that we would have had we gone straight through. Okay, there we are. And what are we going to do? We're going to count back to 3. 1, 2, 3. Straight to the back. And off we go. Next free hole, skipping the center. Count 1, 2, 3. Okay, gang, let's go ahead to the magic of editing, and I'm going to meet you at the very end of this project and show you how to finish. Okay, here we are in the home stretch. I've left us with just this last row here to finish together so I can show you how to finish this. What are we doing? We're gonna go into the empty hole. Head straight to the back side. Counting back 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna whip through this, guys, because I'm sure at this point, you're probably a pro at this and don't need a full tutorial. But we're almost to the end. I hope you had fun with this. I mean, you know, it takes a little bit to pick up, but once you do, you will find that it's really simple to do and you can fly to finish it. Okay, now we're going to this is the very last empty stitch. We're gonna go ahead and take it. Again, we're skipping that center one. We're coming to the very back. We're counting back 1, 2, 3. Coming to the back end. So we have. Now, we do not have an empty stitch here. We're going to take it. We're going to come through the back. We're going to count back 1, 2, 3. We're going to come into this stitch right here. We're going to come through. And we're going to come back 1, 2, 3 to the back. And then I like to come down right to this very edge and finish her in that corner, just like that. And then we're going to tie off the back. Going right through the back like we normally would. Remember, you can go vertical, you can go horizontal, but never diagonal. And then I like to anchor it just one last time, just to make sure she's really secure. I'm gonna cut off that thread. And there we have it. A binding stitch on all 4 sides. She's ready to go to be made into a key fob. Yay! She's gonna be pretty.
And that's pretty much it, you guys. If you need more tutorials, just visit me on beloveddesigns.com or on my YouTube channel at beloveddesigns2025 and save this video so that you can refer back to it often. And as always, be kind, be bold, and be love. See you next time.